Hey guys, this is Jon Chua from the Sam Willows, and you're listening to Do Not Click.
Okay, so basically you are guest number 22.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. This is very sweet place actually. Zendyll production.
Yeah, thank you.
You started this company, right?
Yeah, I started it with a partner called Evan Low, also known as Adventure Time. He's a DJ, music producer. So we wanted to start an audio company that does both commercial work and corporate work and try to bridge that gap. And yeah, we've been doing it for a couple of years now, and it's been fun.
Yeah. It must be costing you a bomb lah. I mean, the per square feet is quite a big place actually.
It's all right. I think we're very lucky with the location, and I mean I'll show you around the place later. There's a recording studio outside, an office area, living area, and we're right now in the listening room. So yeah, we mainly listen to our tracks here. We have our meetings here. We eat here. It's like a family business.
Nice. How are you today, man? How are you feeling?
Good. I'm feeling good. Yeah.
How does it feel to be a Sam Willow?
How does it feel to be a Sam Willow? Wow. I don't know. I guess Narelle, Sandra, and Ben, they're like family to me. So we travel together. Yeah, I would say it's a dream come true. It's like when I was a kid, I always dreamed of being a rock star. I was a huge Guns N' Roses fan, a huge Bon Jovi fan. I wanted to be on stage playing the guitar. And yeah, I get to live my dream. It's really really good. I get to do it with people I really enjoy doing it with, and I have a great team. Supporting, and yeah, I'm just happy that people some people enjoy our music, so it's good.
So when you were younger, if you were to tell yourself that you'd be at the position you are today,
yeah,
would you be surprised?
Yeah, I mean,
you've never foreseen yourself to be where you are right now, right?
No, dude. I thought I would be working in a bank or working in a school or something, because I studied sociology in university.
NTU, right?
Yeah, at NTU.
That was on your Wikipedia actually.
Yeah.
It's funny enough, your Wikipedia, there was a line, he's known as the big brother in the band who gets things done. Do you had any input for that?
Oh no, okay, just disclaimer. I have never even read my own Wikipedia page. So we don't write it. So Wikipedia, as you know, it's user generated. So people just write in and edit it.
But you've made it, bro. You got a wiki page. Wikipedia, they write some weird shit on there. For example, I was doing a bit of research on Fandi Ahmad.
Yeah.
Because he was supposed to be my guest a particular time, and they say something like, Fandi Ahmad is a staunch Muslim. He doesn't do drugs, he doesn't drink, and something like that. But it's just a very random.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing you don't really have to put. Why draw attention to it? Just don't say anything.
Yeah.
But I've met Fandi Ahmad before. He was one of my childhood heroes as well. I used to play soccer back in school. Yeah, so he was my childhood hero, and I met him at an Adidas event, and he's a really really nice
and his
guy.
daughter is also did stuff with Benji, the Adidas stuff. Yeah.
I went to Sydney, with Ben and what's her name? Iman. Yes, Iman. Yeah, she's very disciplined.
Yeah. She's the first guest who wasn't late for my podcast. Yeah. She was on time. She was so polite. She was.
She's very polite. Fun fact about Iman: we're all in Sydney together, and she got up every day at 6 a.m. and texted the group chat asking whether anyone wanted to go to the gym. We only read the message at 11. So
she's like the morning bird.
She has a lot of potential. She's a great girl.
I saw she's been doing a bit of YouTube stuff. So I hope things go well for her.
Yeah,
Such a sweet girl. Can see that she's really been brought up very well.
Yeah.
Getting back, just looked through your music video yesterday. Papa Money. Was it? Really cool, man. There's a bit of essence of Singapore.
Yeah.
There's a bit of pro wrestling. But from what I gather, listening to the song and as well as looking at the music video, essentially the message is that you are spending money which is not earned from your parents. Is that the message?
Yeah, something like that. So how Papa Money came about was quite funny. We were, I think a while ago, we were just reading comments on our Instagram and YouTube, and then people were saying Sam Willows is a government conspiracy, and then some people also said the only reason why Sam Willows can do music is because they come from very rich families, but the truth is we're not, I grew up pretty much lower middle income, and the other members as well, we we didn't have like, parents throwing money at us. And when we first started the band, every dollar that we earned from doing shows and stuff, we put it back into the band, we invested back into the band. So the point of the song was really to encourage other people as well that, if you hustle, you don't necessarily need Papa's money to get to what you want to achieve in life. We can be honest that all of us like nice things, and I think for us, it's a case where, right now, after we're working for so many years, like we've been in the band for 6 years, we do get to reap certain benefits from being a musician. We work with
hard
some...
earned, but
it is hard earned,
you guys are self-made people,
Yeah, so it's just a message, not so much to tell people like, hey, let's get nice things. It's more like to those people out there, like there's a line from Sandra's verse that said, got my first job at 16, serving coffee at 17. She was really a waitress, like we all started. Funny story, I wanted to be a waiter. I remember I applied for secret recipe at IMM and I got rejected.
What?
Yeah, it was a low point of my life. Like, wow,
you got rejected from a secret recipe.
Yeah, to be a waiter. So it's like at that point of time. So I think it was a blessing in disguise because I went on to play music at nights. I went to perform at bars, do the usual like 3 sets of 45 minutes a night. I did that for a good 2 years,
No hate though. I love secret recipe.
Yeah, I love secret recipe as well.
They got good fries.
Yeah, but they rejected my application.
Yeah,
so it's
IMM.
quite sad.
Yeah.
Shout out to IMM.
Shout out to IMM. How was it like making the music video? It seems very fun. Looking at the Instagram stories, it must be arduous schedule. In a span of 3 days, you guys are doing the music video. But I imagine with each other, it's probably very fun, right? With the crew and all that.
Yeah, we actually shot 3 days, but almost 20 hours each day. So we shot, I remember we started the first day of shoot at 9 p.m. and then we ended at 5 p.m. the next day.
Wait, so you guys slept for what, 4 hours?
Yeah, so it was not so bad for the 4 of us because we only had 2 group shots and then the rest were individual shots. But the director, the producer, and the director of photography, they had to stay throughout. So it was tough on them, but it was tough on us as well because it was 2 days of overnight shoot. And then one day we ended at 2 a.m. It was a tough shoot. And then because we had to look like we were really enjoying ourselves, but if you look closely, like we zoom in, like our eye bags are actually pretty big. So, but it was fun. We had a lot of fun shooting.
Do you guys have any say in the direction of the music video?
Yeah, actually the concept came from us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so all our music videos, we actually plan the concept. We work together with the director. So it's not so much like one-way streets. It's more of a collaboration.
Okay.
Yeah, so we always come up with a lot of weird ideas.
But is there still signing on to a label? Do they give you like a certain guidelines that, for example, we want you to make this song, or everything is strictly your own creativity?
I think we have a very good relationship with Sony Music. We work together, contrary to popular belief that, it's always the artists fighting against the record label.
Yeah.
I think for us, we don't really encounter that problem because
there's a trust.
There's a very strong trust system, and I think even with Sony Music, like they trust us to come out with a product that we are comfortable with and something that they can sell. They can push out to other markets and to let the audience listen to. I guess we're lucky because they really trust us with the product. Yeah, it's a very good relationship.
So you mentioned before that you were born in Sydney?
Yeah, I was born in Sydney.
Do you have any siblings?
I have one brother. He lives in China right now. He works in China. And that's pretty much. And my parents. So it's just 4 of us.
Is he doing anything related to you, like music?
No, actually, my brother's in advertising. Yeah, he worked in advertising for many years.
So you haven't seen your brother for a very long time?
Yeah, I haven't seen him in about almost a year.
But he's definitely coming to your wedding, right?
Yeah, he's coming for my wedding.
Yeah,
yes.
I saw the whole proposal. I did a bit. Every time I have a guest, I have to do a bit of extensive research.
Yeah.
But there's not much about you online though.
Yeah.
But that's the appeal, I guess, the mysterious Jon Chua.
Oh, yeah. I think for me, I enjoy my private life. I'm sure like the other 3 do as well. But, I think they're more comfortable being in the public eye. For me, it's like I just like to go to like the hawker center in my slippers and shorts and messy hair and just buy a plate of chicken rice and just eat there without having anyone to disturb me. When I go and eat with the other 3, it's always like people come take photos and like sometimes you walk around and then they take like Instagram stories of you and stuff like that. I mean, to me, it's still a job, and I enjoy separating my private life and my professional life in that sense. But I mean, everyone is different. So I guess if people follow me or people enjoy my social media in that sense, you know, I hope it's more genuine. You know, they follow me because they genuinely like what I do, and not because you are Sam Willow, so I want to follow you. Yeah, so I'm generally more receptive to even like strangers DMing me and just asking me for career advice. Yeah.
Are you comfortable with talking about how you met your fiance?
Sure.
Yeah. So she's a host at Astro TV.
Yes, she's a host
so
in.
How did
in
the
Astro.
whole relationship begin?
Okay, so the PR answer is basically we met through mutual friends. But
Okay.
I'm gonna be real because this is donotclique, right? So I had a friend in Malaysia. I'm actually meeting him tonight. Same guy, he's in town. So this guy called Dennis Yin. He's a YouTuber. He's a very buff gym rat. He used to be a radio DJ. That's how I met him.
Okay.
And then he was asking me like, "Hey John, why are you single? You know, like what's up with that lah? You know, like you're a decent guy. You know, why can't you find a girl?" And then to me, I was like, "Oh no, I mean no hate, but like I dated Singapore girls all my life. You know, and like I just wanted to. I was just a bit tired." You know, like Singapore girls are great, but you know, just for me, I guess I never found a partner that I could say like, oh yeah, you know, this girl is great. And then he was like, oh, bro, come to Malaysia lah. You know, like you know, we got a lot of chai, you know, a lot of pretty Chinese girls for you. So you know, then I was like, nah, no way. Then he took out his phone and he showed me Amanda's my fiance, like Amanda's Instagram picture, and like he wanted to show me a few. But after I saw the first one, I was like, no, I'm not interested. I told you, no, I'm not interested. And then, because I remember her name is Amanda Chaang with 2 A's, so Chaang. So it's very easy to remember, you know, because it's so unique.
Yeah.
So that night when I went home, then I went on my Instagram, then I went to look for her profile, and then I slid into her DM.
Oh.
And because she's with Adidas in Malaysia, and then
okay.
I'm with Adidas in Singapore, so I was like, I just started with 2 words, you know. It's a legendary word, and actually donotclique gets the exclusive because I've never said this before. I said Adidas FTW. And then I didn't expect her to reply because it's like, who is this creepy guy? Like, you know.
But when was this? Was this like when Sam Willows was already?
Yeah, it was last year. Like
okay.
Early,
so
yeah.
You're already popular at that time.
Yeah, ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she replied, and then we started talking a little bit, and I mean, it's the kind of thing like, I mean, she's really beautiful. Like my fiance is so beautiful, and you have this expectation of pretty girls, you know, like, you know, they're a bit like, you know, what Malaysians like to call lancy, you know, like a bit lancy, you know, like, oh, all these guys are hitting on me kind of thing. But she was very down to earth, and she was I could sense her character from her messages that she's genuinely a very funny and fun-loving person. One day she was posting this Insta story, a whole series of her like lip syncing to Britney Spears. And then I was like, shit, you know, I need to meet this girl. So I invited her down to Britney Spears. I told her, hey, I got free concerts for Britney Spears. You want to come to Singapore?
Damn.
The funny story is that actually I didn't even have free tickets to Britney Spears at that point of time. I was like, shit, okay. Then she said, okay. Then, okay, in order to make it like not so awkward, I told her, oh, you can bring a friend. I got 4 tickets. So she brought her married best friend, and then I brought my gay stylist. So it was perfect, you know. And then now we're all very good friends, and yeah, you know, we're getting married. So
yeah, fast forward.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So, and you proposed to her in New York?
Yes, in New York.
With your ring upside down.
Yes, wow, okay, everyone knows that story now. Yeah, because she worked in New York for a short while, then she studied in the US, so we decided to go there on a holiday last year, and then I decided to propose to her. But I did ask her parents for permission before that, and they gave me their blessing, which was great. And yeah.
What was going through your mind at that point in time? I'm pretty sure you knew that she was going to say yes. Do you still feel nervous at that point in time?
Yeah, every guy who proposes, like no matter how confident you are that your partner will say yes, you will definitely feel nervous because it's like a huge milestone that, you know, it's like graduating from secondary school, like, well, never gonna happen again. Hopefully. But yeah, you know, it was very nerve-wracking.
Okay. Yeah. The fact that you're engaged now and the fact you're gonna get married, how is that gonna affect the dynamic of Sam Willows?
Actually, I would dare say that when Amanda came into the picture, the band, we got closer. Just something about Amanda that she's very family oriented. So, you know, she also sees like, you know, Narelle, Sandra and Ben, like my extended family. So she gets them very involved. Like sometimes, you know, I'll be like, oh, let's go for dinner. She'll be like, hey, let's call the other 3. In the past, I would be like, no lah, you know, like I'll just have my own friends, and then like she tries to bring everyone together. She tries to do like rare group activities, and the two girls in the band are gonna be her bridesmaid, and Ben's gonna be my groomsman. So it's gonna be a party.
How many fans will be invited for your wedding day?
We're trying to make it a smaller occasion, so like just strictly friends and family. Yeah.
Is John Nathan Hartono's friend photographer doing your photography?
John Kensho?
Yeah.
No, actually we haven't really decided who's gonna do what
Because
yet.
I know Erwin is getting married.
Yeah, Erwin's getting married.
Erwin and Tiffany both trains in my gym.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much have a lot of mutual friends with with the whole
nice
popular YouTube people. Okay, so moving forward, you are a big Chicago Bulls fan?
Yes, Chicago Bulls all the way since 1994.
I'm bringing this up because my dad is a big Chicago Bulls fan.
Your dad is an awesome person.
Ironically, he's never watched basketball in his
Oh, really?
entire life. Because it's one of those things where he just likes the brand.
Oh yeah, the brand.
Yeah, but
I get it. I get it.
He's drawn towards the Chicago Bull because all his friends calls him Bull. That's his nickname.
Right.
So people refer to
Is he
my
very
dad as
buff?
Bull. He's a big guy. Yeah,
Okay.
he's very buff. The logo was like, it's a picture of a bull.
Yeah.
Like they know the Rocks.
Yeah.
Old
Oh yeah, the Rocks old logo. Shit.
Yeah, but are
that's
you
so
a
old
big
school.
basketball fan yourself?
Yes, I'm a huge basketball fan. Every time I go to America, I tell myself I have to watch an NBA game, and I have successfully watched an NBA game every time I go to America.
Chicago Bulls.
I have watched them once. It was a very funny story because Ben is a huge LA Lakers fan, and we were in LA for a music conference, and then there was a game. The Bulls were in town for a match against the Lakers, so we both went to watch the game, and of course the Bulls lost, which was very sad, but people ask me like, oh, you're a Bulls fan, why are you a Bulls fan? They're doing so badly now. To me, it's like, at one point in time they were doing well, with Derrick Rose, but I'm loyal to the team. So
it's weird to just like whoever's on top all the time.
yeah,
You'll be switching your favorite teams all the time. Are you a big soccer fan as well or no?
Yeah, I'm a Chelsea fan. So
Chelsea.
Yeah, I'm a huge Chelsea fan. I was a bigger Chelsea fan when I was playing football last time, when I was younger, like when I was like 15 to 18, 19. But now not so much. So I was in like that Michael Ballack, Frank Lampard era with John Terry and all. And then now the team has changed so much. Like I don't really follow. After Mourinho left the first time, I stopped following a bit.
I'm not even a soccer fan despite me being a Malay. So
Hey, no, dude.
I'm a failed Malay.
No, don't say that. Like, I'm Chinese and I'm really bad at Chinese. So I'm a failed Chinese too, if you put it that way.
Would you say that you are closest to Ben?
Actually, no one has ever asked me this question before, but my fiance asked me this question before, like, who are you closest to in a band? And
just to make sure, is it Sandra?
yeah, but the funny thing is, like, we are all close to the point that I wouldn't say that I'm closest to one.
The relationship is different.
The relationship is we're all very close, but it's not like there are cliques in a group.
Yeah.
There are no cliques. Even the siblings are
yeah.
not cliquish. Like they come together because they live in the same house, but in terms of like who sits next to who on the bus, or like on the airplane who sits next to who, we actually have no preference. And I don't know, like the dynamics is so interesting. Like now that I think about it, like I can hang out with Sandra, both of us can go out and eat, and then I can hang out with Narelle, both of us can go and eat. And same thing for Ben, like there's certain things like when it comes to sports, like of course Ben and I, we talk a lot. When it comes to like maybe
just guy relatable stuff.
Yeah, like partying and alcohol. Sometimes I talk to Narelle about it, and then
is that what she's into?
No, I mean not that she's into it, but like because she runs a bar, so like sometimes we go to a bar and drink, and then I will just talk about like the different kinds of alcohol. Yeah, and then with Sandra, it's like we talk about like random stupid things, like stupid cat videos or dog videos we would show each other. So there's a very it's a good relationship. I would dare say the four of us, we have a very good relationship with each other. Like we really see each other as like brother and sister. Yeah, we look out for each other, we make sure everyone's okay. Yeah.
So what's your favorite alcohol?
I am a gin person. So recently, she's quite recent. I know it's been around for very long, but I discovered this gin called Botanist Gin. So if you're hearing this and you like gin, you try Botanist. They have it on duty free. It's really, really good.
According to your Wikipedia, they said you did a bit of acting. So it's like actor / singer, songwriter.
Okay, so that wasn't by me.
But you did something at 2016, which is called Young and Fabulous.
Gosh. Okay, so I would dare say, right, every actor, every musician, every artist, or anyone in the creative industry, there is one piece of work that you never want to talk about. So that's one piece of work that It's a
Was it that
Chinese
horrible?
movie. It's a long story, but in summary, basically, I signed on to the movie thinking that it was going to be this particular director. And on the first day of shoot, when I showed up, they replaced the director.
Ah.
And I signed the contract
All
already.
hell broke loose.
Yeah, it
It
was
was a bit chaotic, I guess.
chaotic. I mean, it was a good concept of a movie,
Mhm.
but I wouldn't say it's a piece of work that, I would pride myself on,
Okay. No.
Yeah.
All right. Would you want to do any acting given the opportunity?
I think honestly, like, I feel like personally, I prefer the stage. I like performing in front of a live audience. I like music. I like playing the guitar. I like singing in front of an audience, and like that.
That's your
That
drug.
that energy, it's like my drug. That energy that I get from the audience, it's something that I crave, and it's something I really really enjoy. And the thing about acting is that I can see how it's an art, just that I don't get that same satisfaction, but I get a similar satisfaction to the stage when I'm in the recording studio producing music. It's pretty much the same thing, you produce music, it's behind the scenes, you do all the work, then you put it out for everyone. It's like acting, you shoot behind the scenes, you shoot everything, then you put it together, then it's released to the world. But I don't get that satisfaction from acting, I get the satisfaction from producing music.
Live performance.
Yeah, like I get really excited in the recording studio, whoever I'm producing, I write music for other people as well. I produce music for other people, and that's something that really excites me. So even though it's more behind the scenes work, but it's something that I enjoy more. It's something I chose to do instead of going out to get acting jobs and stuff.
Has there been any funny incidents while performing live?
Oh yeah, a lot. I think the craziest audience I've ever performed in front of was the Philippines. So we opened for a Little Mix in Manila, and the fans were just crazy. Like, they would wait for you outside the dressing room, they would chase after your car. They would
And security
was good,
was
but we
tight.
made a mistake. So funny story is that after the show, we went to eat at IHOP in Manila, because we're like, oh, there's IHOP in Manila, because we only had that in the US. So we're like, okay, let's go to Manila and let's go and eat IHOP. So it was like a 10-minute walk away from the concert venue. And then I think some fans saw us. And it's easy to spot because the girls have pink and blue hair. You can spot them from a mile away. Yeah, people just started accumulating and standing outside. And then you go like, oh my God, like, how do we get out now? But it's fun. Like, I think
good times.
it's a good times,
Stuff like that's what keeps the whole experience entertaining, right? Speaking a bit about your music, the genre is pop, right?
Yep.
For Sam Willows.
Yep.
Is that like something that the group agreed upon to be a pop band?
I feel like pop is not necessarily a sound. I mean, I think it is a genre, but it stands for popular music. So it's the kind of thing where if you look at the charts now,
It's very general, is it?
yeah, like you look at the Billboard Top 100 charts, like half the songs now are hip-hop songs, because hip-hop right now is the latest trend. A couple of years ago, it was indie music, your XX and your Mumford and Sons and, all these bands, and then before that, probably it could have been like blues music or jazz or whatever was on the charts, the Beatles, they had like blues elements and stuff. I think pop music is basically music for everyone. So for Sam Willows, I mean, four of us, we listen to all kinds of music. We listen to hip hop, we listen to R&B, we listen to EDM, we listen to everything, acid jazz, whatever you name it, blues, country, but I think collectively we agreed that we're going to make music for everybody, and our music, every single song has a message. What we wanted, the experience for our audience, is that there is a certain song for a certain state of mind. If you're depressed because of a breakup, there's a song for you. If you are really depressed in general, there's a song for you. If you just want to party and have fun that night, there's also a song for you. If you're feeling discouraged because you've been working so hard and like you still feel like there's no results, then you have a song like Papa Money to encourage you to say like, look, it took 10 long years for us to do. Like in the past, like I remember after shows, we didn't even have money to take a taxi home. I remember I waited all the way to the next day to take the first train home.
Oh man.
So it's kind of like that. Like,
you paid your dues, like, basically.
Yeah, and even till today, like, whenever a young artist like DMs me on Instagram or tweets me and say like, hey, I've been doing this for 6 months now and I feel like I'm not going anywhere. Do you have any advice? Like I really take the time off to give people advice to say like, hey, you can't be afraid to ask for help. Go for as many shows as you can, go and talk to as many people as you can, like you'll be surprised how helpful people are in the music industry. And it's something that I feel like I want to pay forward as well, because when I first started out, like a lot of people helped me. They gave us cheaper recording hours. They really put in time and effort supporting our shows. I feel like I'm not there yet. There's more I want to achieve in life, but if someone asks me for help, I will definitely give my best.
It's nice that the Sam Willows has purpose in the music, you know, that helps people go through hard times or whatever.
I mean, we don't sing about like alcohol and bitches in inverted commas, like, that's not our music, but I mean, I understand that kind of music as well, it's appealing to certain people. I listen to a lot of hip hop, but Sam Willows, like, we've always had a purpose. We wanted to make meaningful music, and we do get a lot of hate, our huge
that's normal. I mean,
fair share, but it's, like you said, it's normal, and I think people who hate us, I think they don't understand, and some of them, they say things
you can't please anyone,
Yeah, you can't please everybody.
Can't please everyone,
yeah, exactly. So
some things people say are just mean-spirited, like. It's not like it's just noise.
Yep.
And some of it can be taken as constructive feedback as well. Yeah. Is it very hard working with 4 people together to have a bit of everybody's creative input? How do you manage, the fact that there's 4 people, and then you have to agree upon one music?
I would say it took some time for us to figure it out, but a good analogy is like, imagine you're doing an exam, like your O-levels or A-levels, and then it's multiple choice, 50 questions. And the 50 questions spans between math, science, and English and whatever. You imagine that if you do the test alone, what you study, you just write in, you just tick whether it's A, B, C, or D. But you imagine you have 4 people sitting there doing the same test. So how we've managed to learn it is that, look, if you're better at physics, you can give the answer, and if the 3 of us have the same gut feeling, we'll go with your answer. If it's math and you're better at math, okay, we will listen to you, but if I think you're wrong, I will try to reason with you. I'll be like, hey, so things get slower because there are more people that you need to process, but I guess the probability of your 50 questions and scoring a higher test result is higher, but it takes longer to finish the test. So for us, I would say we take longer to do things. So like maybe an artist would take 3 hours to record, finish a song. We would take 4 times that length. We spend half a day. We can spend probably 5 hours just arranging one cover. So it's a lot of work, but we feel like we consider all factors. And it's a thing where we only make a decision if we have a unanimous decision. So even if one person disagrees, we will try to work it out.
Do you feel like, is there a pressure for you now that you've reached a certain standard, a certain level of success, when you release something out there that you guys done in the studio? Like, are you guys afraid that are people gonna like the song?
I get what you mean. I totally get what you mean. Of course, it's a fear. I mean, like, you always wish that, if you do a product and it does a certain way, you want it to be as good or better. I think for us, we definitely try our best, but you can't anticipate these kind of things. You can do your best. Everyone does their best. Truth of the matter is that our first single did the best of all our singles.
Stay, was it?
No, Take Heart. Take Heart was probably our most successful single in terms of what people like, and also in terms of numbers. Our other songs, it didn't do as well, but it did well in terms of our expectations. And I think to us also is a case where we are a pop band and we write music that has meaning. So the point of it is that we hope our music reaches as many people as possible, because we want them to listen. And like, music is so special because it makes you feel certain emotions, and hearing a song can actually help with your recovery process. Recovery in the terms of like depression or heartbrokenness and stuff like that. You would be surprised how much a song can actually affect you as a person, no matter at what age, no matter what industry you're working in, no matter what you do for a living. So that's why we want to hit as much people as possible. I think there's always that fear in creative process, but I think at the end of the day, we just trust ourselves. We trust ourselves to come out with the best product we can, and we don't stray away from our original intention, which is to write music and to release music that's meaningful and that can, affect people's lives.
That being said, do you think is that a template for what makes a good song?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know what the ingredients of making music, because I've never done music my entire life. But essentially I do videos. But I know roughly like what are the do's and don'ts, like when it comes to filming or editing or whatever.
You got to see music making like a muscle. It's like if you go to the gym, you can't expect to bench 150 kg your first time. Some people who they don't look like they got a lot of big muscles, they can bench 150 right from the first time. That's great for them, but they can't bench 180. So, in a way, making music, performing, songwriting, it's all like a muscle. You got to keep doing it. If you go to the gym every day for 6 months, the chances of you being able to bench more in that 6 months is higher. Same thing for music, if you do it every single day, chances of you writing a good song is higher. Even if you can write a good song, you need to ask the question, am I the best artist to do it? It's really a thing where some people, they come in, I've seen a lot of young artists, they release 2 songs and the 2 songs don't do well and then they give up. And to me it's like, maybe you're not as lucky as some other musicians who get a first single that suddenly blows up.
Failing is also part of getting to success. It takes failing for you to succeed.
Truth is, Sam Willows, we had so many bad shows, so countless bad shows, and we feel like it's only made us better performers because we now know what not to do. What went wrong and what not to do. It's something that we intend to work on for a long time coming.
Okay. What would your advice be for bands trying to climb the music ladder?
I would say don't be afraid to put your music out there. Don't be afraid to ask people for advice and give it your best and always put out your best work. Work hard on it, work smart on it, and don't be afraid to let people listen to your music before you release it. Gathering people's feedback is actually one of the most important things to do. When it's ready, put it out, and at the same time, if it doesn't do well, don't be discouraged. If it does well, aim higher. The sky is the limit for music, so don't think that you're not good enough to do something. If you think that you're not good enough, make sure that you're good enough, which is a very weird advice, but
you can control your efforts, right?
If you feel like you're ready for a big festival like Laneway, then apply for it, but you must be able to pull it off. Make sure that you're ready, but don't think that you will never be good enough.
And even if you fail, don't let one bad gig dictate your entire journey.
And commit fully to it. If you want to do music, don't do it 6:30. Do it all the way. If you want to do design, don't do it 6:30. Be the best. I would say if you strive to be the best, let your idols be your rivals. Really get on their level in terms of skill, in terms of professionalism, in terms of ethics. Build yourself up to that level. And strive to be the best, I would say.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for being a part of my podcast.
Hey, all good, man.
Can you just give a parting message for your fans out there?
Hi guys, it's Jon. Thank you for your support, and for those of you who don't know me, you can follow me on Instagram at Jon Chua JX. Hope to hear from you guys. Cheers.
Thanks, Jon.
Thank you.